Howdy, everybody. It's your pal Misty. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. We're doing a Friday night live stream. And tonight it's Friday night. Woo woo! Thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. I see that Chris is here. Hello, Chris. I appreciate you being here. Mary, thank you, Mary. Yep. Fun Friday Night Live. Lori's here. Hey, Lori. I know you've missed everyone, Mary. I apologize. I'm sorry, guys. I know it's been a month since I've done anything online. I'm not sure if Cheryl's going to be here or not. I posted, but I don't know if she's going to get the message, Chris. But hopefully she'll make it. It was sort of a last minute decision. I knew I wanted to go live this Thursday or Friday, but I got a little bit sick earlier in the week. So I wanted to take a day to make sure that I rested. So I'd worked this morning. I just got off about an hour ago. And so I was like, well, let me go ahead and do a live since I had an early shift today and I could do my regular time, even if not my regular day. My mama's here. Hey, mama. Thanks for joining. So, where have I been? I've been working. I'm a working girl. So, we'll start with that and then we'll just kind of chat for a little bit. We'll see. I always say I don't know if I'll last an hour, but we'll see. I probably will. So, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Misty, and I just recently took a job at a gym, Planet Fitness. I love it. I love it. I cannot even describe how much I love it. It's wonderful. It's great. Like it's so peaceful. If I have any complaint about my new job, it is that sometimes it is boring. And that is something about my last job that I never said. It was a whole lot of things. For those of you who were following me back then, y'all know some of the things. It was a whole lot of things, but boring was never one of them. So if I had any complaints, that would be it. But so I started on the 24th, I think was my official start date for like my first day in gym. So I'm actually coming up on my 1 month anniversary already. It's been a month. I haven't posted not a thing to YouTube. I haven't done a single live. So let me tell you a little bit about why. It's really pretty and easy why. The why was I was exhausted. So the first week I worked Saturday through Wednesday. And on Saturday night, I did a closing shift, which is 2 p.m. to 9 p.m., which isn't bad. So I was able to stay up. I wasn't too sleepy because I normally go to bed at 9 p.m., but I was excited. It was my first day. So I still, was awake. But boy, howdy. When I tell you everything hurt, everything hurt. I was in so much pain. I think almost every night for the first week, I came home and just cried a little bit. Not cried like sad or just hurt so bad tears were coming out of my eyes and I couldn't stop. It's not like I cry because I'm sad, I cry because I injured myself. But have you ever just hurt so bad that like your eyes just tear up, like you're just crying because it hurts so bad? Like I don't know if that makes sense or not, but it was rough. So I'm fit for the most part, average fit. I'm not super fit or nothing, but I do workouts every single day. Some days I do 2 or 3 workouts in a day. But then with my old job, it was a work from home job. And I would sit in this chair in front of, well, a different computer, but this was also my work area. For those of you who know, I'd sit there for 10 to 12 hours a day. So I really needed those workouts because I was sitting for 10 to 12 hours a day. There at the end, I had gotten a walking pad. I would bounce on my ball back there just to try to get more movement in because I was learning that more movement made me feel better. Well, what I did not anticipate was how freaking hard it is to stand up for 8 hours without leaning on anything. We're not supposed to lean on any of the counters or machines or anything like that. We have machines that we clean every day, which means you're like, I'm tilted upside down with a leg in the air trying to reach some of the areas that we're supposed to clean. And so the first week, all I kept saying was mentally, I love it. Physically, I'm not there yet. I need to get it. I need to catch up because it was bad. I tried wearing regular shoes. They're still zero drop and wide toe box, but they're the ultras, so they have the cushion on it. So I tried those for the first day or two. I think it might have just been the first day. And my knees, in addition to everything else hurting, my knee just, that's what was, I think, making the tears come just because it hurt so bad. So I started wearing my barefoot shoes, which is what I normally wear. And that helped a lot. But boy, that first week, I was like, I know I can do this. I know my body will adapt, but I don't know how quickly. And like, how am I going to do it? So it was pretty rough. I think the first 2 weeks I maybe caught 4 workouts. And then this week I was really sick. I started getting sick on Saturday. We did boot camp or fit squad on Saturday. And then I was telling Mary that like my tongue felt swollen, almost like I had bitten my tongue. But so I don't know if it was something in my glands or whatever. I did a COVID test before I went to work just to be sure. And I had some still that were valid. And it wasn't it. It was fine. I was just sick. But yesterday was the first day I went to work out this week. I missed 3 full days of working out. And I honestly cannot tell you the last time, like in the last 3 years, that I have gone 3 days without working out. But the reason was because I was sick. And in the past, if I was sick, I would still show up to work out because I could sit for 10 to 12 hours after that. But now I knew I'm sick. If I do workout, I still have to go stand on my feet and walk around and clean. And I could not do both. So unfortunately, workout did not get done a couple of days this week, but I am feeling much better. I'm still not great, but I am feeling much better. I got yesterday off. I had to work today, and then I'll have tomorrow off because today I started shadowing for my backup fitness instructor part of the job. So they think I've got a good handle on the front desk stuff and the tours of the facility and all that. So today I got to shadow their fitness instructor. So that was super fun. And I'll get to do that again next week and I think the week after. And then they're hoping to fit me into some of the schedules. So it was just hard. I just was unprepared for how hard it is to be on your feet for 8 hours a day without being able to sit down or take a break. Or, I mean, I do get a break and I take it. But yeah, those first few weeks were just tough. And then last week, I felt good. Every day, I came home. I mean, it was late. I was working either like 2 to 9 or 3 to 11, things like that. So later than normal, but I was still feeling pretty good. And then this week, I just got sick. So it's been a little bit of a setback. But I feel pretty comfortable in saying now that my body has already adapted. It's not perfect. Like even now, my lower back hurts a little bit. My shoulders hurt a little bit. I'm becoming slowly the Karate Kid, wax on, wax off. That's how I feel when I'm cleaning the tanning beds. Wax on, wax off. And it's a lot of cleaning, and I don't mind. It's fine. It's whatever. It's dirty, I'll clean it. It's dusty, I'll wipe it off. I'm just amazed at how it's always there again the very next day. Same amount. Like, what in the world? It feels like the never ending game of dust. Hey, Desherry is here. Desherry, I don't know if I moved the right day of your workout to today or not, but I tried. I I got a little confused in which one you had done and which one you hadn't done and which one you had skipped. Sorry. Bad coach move. Bad coach move. I've been Sherry's been doing great. If you don't know her over at Wellness with Frugal Mama, you should definitely go check her out. She does a live stream Monday through Friday at 6 a.m. That's where I get my updates. I'll be watching them to Sherry, even when I can't make it at 6 o'clock in the morning because I'm asleep. I'm like, let me see what she said about the gym yesterday. How did it go? She's doing great. She's lost weight. She's averaging lots of weight right up front. But again, that's expected. But hopefully I got that right for you. If not, you can text me. I'm at home now, so I don't know if you've gone to the gym yet or not, but if you haven't gone yet, I can still put the right day on there. But I think I got it. But just let me know either way. That's actually been super fun to work with her and write her coaching plans. And then it was fun today to be able to give some additional tips to the person that she was working with. Like, they were trying something and I was like, oh, can I give a tip that, that's helped me and see if that helps? And it did every time. Just because it's a different tip and I could see they needed it. Not that she didn't see that they needed it. I'm just, trying to step in and help and do the job. You're welcome. You're great. You're doing amazing. Yeah, she is awesome, isn't she? I love it. Yeah, so I mean that's it. I go to work, I clean, I welcome people in, I help them with any issues they have, I answer the phones, and then I come home. And do you know what happens when I come home? Nothing. Nobody calls me. I ain't got to think about nothing. I don't got to prep nothing. I don't got to make a plan for tomorrow because you know what I'm doing tomorrow? I'm going into work and I'm cleaning and I'm checking people in and I'm helping people with. I'm doing the same thing I did yesterday. But outside of the occasional I'm bored to death, it's great. It's so relaxing. I just feel relaxed all the time. Like I knew that I was stressed in my old job. It was a stressful job. I mean, and at some point, when you're making that much money, it's obviously going to be a little bit stressful versus how little I'm making now. They shouldn't put that many expectations on me for the amount that I'm making currently, but they don't. It's just like I don't know if it's a regular job, but like, it's been so easy. I love it. And so I titled the live stream Personable. And the reason is because I think in the last month, the one word that I have used or heard, I should say, used to describe me by almost every single member of the team is you are so personable. How? And the first person who told me that, I was like, well, thank you. I appreciate that. And I didn't really think anything of it. Both my managers told me that. My assistant managers told me that. We have another manager who's on site. She told me that the other day when I was giving her a mock tour. Most of my coworkers have told me that. And I just thought it was so funny because, they have those quizzes and things like if people said one word to describe you, what would it be? And I've always said I would want it to be kind. That would be the word I would want people use to describe me as kind. But you know what? Personable's not a bad word. I think that's a compliment. Like, I took it as a big compliment. They meant it as a compliment too, of course. But I just thought it was so funny that that they were all saying that. And then something came up and they were talking about secret shoppers, which I've never dealt with because I've never worked in like retail or fast food or whoever the secret shoppers work for. I know they do a bunch of different types of organizations, but I've never had that before. And then the manager who was giving me, or I was giving her the tour yesterday, she was grading me on it. she told me how personable I was, and then told me, she's like, that's something that the secret shoppers will always talk about. So I guess it's something they're used to hearing, like try to be more personable, work on your being more personable, things of that nature, because they're young, most of them, so they just, I have skills because I have experience. um, so yeah, evidently I'm very personable. And do you know what I think is really funny about that? Y'all know. Y'all already know. People scare me. But I'm at work, so I just don't care that they scare me. I just talk to them and cut up with them. And I mean, there's several of them that I already know their name. They know my name. Trying to get one of the boys to start a TikTok or a YouTube or something. He is jacked. He's a young guy, probably like, I don't know, 18, 19, maybe early 20s, if that. I don't think so, though. Super friendly. He always comes up to me. He's like, hey, Miss Misty, how you doing? I was like, you started that TikTok yet? He's like, are you going to watch? I'm like, not if it's on TikTok. We had this whole conversation the other night. He was like, if I start a TikTok, will you watch? And I said, no, but I still want you to start it. But don't bring a tripod in my gym, because those aren't allowed. But it's been really inspiring, not only to see all of the really jacked people who come to the gym, because we have some really jacked members, men and women, like male and female, just buff, just working it. I love it. I think it's super cool. But then we have people who, like, one of them has a prosthetic limb. And so there's, he's limited in what he can do. Oh, and Mom, I meant to tell you, the other day I met this, it's this older couple that comes in more in the middle of the shift. So I don't always get to see them, but I saw them again the other day. And they are Mr. and Mrs. Claus. And so that's like their whole thing. Like, they gave me a sticker, like, I met Santa Claus, I met Mrs. Claus. They gave me like a little postcard that they do. So I met Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus at the gym. They were doing the recumbent elliptical. But I mean, we have this guy in his 90s who comes in and walks at a 0.5. But he walks. I have another lady who comes in, she's in her 80s, like mid 80s. And she'll walk for almost an hour. She only does like a mile and a half. So it's not like it's, she's going super fast, but maybe like a 1.0 or something, but she'll walk for like an hour. And they're there all the time. And I just love seeing the consistency. I love seeing that it's everything that I say, right? It's for everybody at any age. And it's never too late to start. And there are people every day that I meet that are just now figuring that out. Some of them are super young, which is great, but a lot of them are my age or older. And they're like, I'm getting older. I can tell I'm not, as well as I used to be. And maybe the gym will help. So, I'm there to promote that for them for sure. Yeah, they're not the real ones. They're not the real ones. They come to my gym. I told him that my stepdad was a Santa's helper as well. So we talked for a while, and now they tell me hello every time they come in the gym. And then one of them is a nurse, and she said, I feel like you clean this gym better than the OR rooms in the hospital. I took that as a compliment. I talked to him about Bach and how he does and how he gets to come in on a fire truck and everything. And he said he got to do that once and it was super fun too. He does it somewhere locally, and he's part of I guess there's a club of Santa's helpers or like an organization or something. He was telling me about it. I was there and I was paying attention. But I did not commit that to memory. It was unimportant, but it was something. He was talking about some organization that he's a part of. anyway, it's just really cool for me because I get to see every, people of different sizes, different ages, different ethnicities, different, everything. And they're all coming to the gym to try to be the best version of themselves. And I think that's awesome. I mean, I obviously did most of my weight loss and fitness from home. That is also awesome. Um, but the gym is a good place to start, and knowing that they have fitness instructors there has actually really helped. It's been funny a couple of times because the first few weeks they were having me shadow people, right? So like they would give a tour and I would go along with them. And I cannot tell you how many times like the person giving the tour would say something and they would turn directly look at me and ask me a question. They're like, they're young. And then they, because a lot of my coworkers are younger, they're like, they're young, you're young. What do you think about? So it's actually been nice that I am very personable and relatable with my story. Obviously, I share that with some of them about how I've done it. So I believe that they can, and I'll be there to help, and the other fitness instructor will be there to help, and all that kind of stuff. And if they have any questions and they see me, stop me, ask, come up to the desk, whatever. Um, how much weight can I lift? I have no idea. That's the truth, Chris. I have no idea how much weight I can lift because I don't do 1 rep maxes because I don't want to get injured. What I can tell you is typically for a 1 hour long boot camp, I use 20-pound dumbbells. I don't know. So, I mean, I do different weights on different machines. So it just depends on the muscle, depends on the machine, because the same muscle on 2 different machines will be 2 different weights. So I don't know how much I can lift. But what I can tell you, Chris, is 100 times more than I could lift before because I was lifting nothing. And I started with a little 2-pound hand weights. So I went from 2 pounds and now I'm at 20 pounds. So I've at least 10 times my strength in the last 3 years. Yay! Tia's here. Surprise Friday Night Live. I wanted to do a live stream so bad, but I have not felt like it until this week. And then I got sick and was worried I couldn't do it. So I worked this morning, but I want to do this live stream this evening. So, but yeah, there's so much that I could talk about. See, and Tia made me think of something that I shared to them. I mean, I can share it a little bit, but, and this is, it's no diss to the company or whatever. We have these tanning beds, and, how most people dress for tanning beds is that they don't. And one thing, the only thing, like, I had somebody vomit, didn't bother me. I've had toilets backed up. None of that stuff bothers me. But when you're cleaning the tanning beds and then you see that little tiny curly hair, and that did not come from their head. It's gross. It's so gross. Why? What's happening? So that threw me off for the first couple of days, but now I'm over that too. It's like, whatever. I mean, we wear gloves and stuff, so it's like, oh no. And some of the people, it's like, how much lotion do you wear? No judgment, but judgment, because it's all on my tanning bed. Like, did you leave any of the lotion on your body? It's not them. It's really just the type of lotion that they use. I'm sure, but it's just been little things like that are like, what? Oh no, I don't want to touch it. I don't want to clean it anymore. I know what that little hair is, and I don't want to touch it. I don't want to look at it. It could be beard hair if it wasn't a girl who just got out of there. And that wasn't the color of her head hair either. Anyway, so it's fine. Other than that, that was the only thing that kind of made me go, whoa, oh, no. Back up, take a breath. You're fine. It's not that bad. It's just hair. You're wearing gloves. So now I don't think about it too much. But especially in the red light booth because it has the vibration plate on it. And I think people shed. Sorry, that's probably too much information. But the good news is for anybody that visits, we clean them puppies every time in between when somebody comes. You're welcome. You're welcome. um, but yeah, like they keep asking me how I feel. I'm like, I feel really good about all of the things that I know. I was like, I feel that everything that I know really well. She's like, I would agree. You're doing very well. You're so personable. I scored really well on my tour walkthrough that I did, especially for it being the first one, they said. So I keep telling them the only thing is I don't know what I don't know yet. Like stuff will come up and I'll be like, oh, I don't have any idea. What do we I never even thought of that. So like I try to constantly um the humans shed and they shed all of their hairs onto the floor of my red light therapy bed. Oh no. They lose all their hair. Not all of it. Some of it's still on their body and their head, but some of it's also for me to clean up later. Anyway, so yeah, I feel really great about the things that I know. You want me to answer the phone? Happy to. You want me to talk to people and sound like a good customer service agent? Absolutely can do. Do I know the answer? No, I don't know what they're talking about. there was one day I was just like, they were standing next to me because they want us to answer the phones, which is fair. Like the managers, they do also answer the phones, but they want us to do it because if we get the secret shopper, then they give us money if we get a good score. Whereas if they get the secret shopper and they do well, they're just supposed to, right? So they try to let us take them whenever they can. So anyway, I had answered the phone and I started talking and I was jotting some things down. And then, I was like, do you mind if I place you on hold? And I put them on hold. And I was like, I don't have any idea what they're talking about, but these are the things that they said. And she's like, oh, yeah, no, I understand exactly. I'll just take over that call because only a manager can do it anyway. I'm like, okay, great. She's like, you sounded so confident and like you knew exactly what they were talking about and you were going to get them the right person. I was like, yeah. But I didn't. That was a lie. That was a lie. I didn't know what they were saying. I was just writing down anything that sounded like an English word that made sense as a word. Not that it made sense in meaning. So, I mean, the things I know, I'm crushing it. The things I don't know, I don't know. I don't know what I don't know yet. And once I find it out, then I'll learn that too. That's all I can say. Yeah, I'm a pro. I'm a personable professional. But anyway, it's been great. It's been fun. I love it. It does not pay enough money. I need a whole nother full-time job in order to survive. But I have some backup money. So I'm okay. Like, don't worry or nothing. I'm set for the next several months while I figure it out. But I do got to figure it out. But I wanted to take this first month just to adapt because, like I said, that first week I would not cry out of sadness about how much I hurt, but just like tears would come out of my eyes just because I was hurting so bad. Like I don't know. Some of you have been really heavy, so you may relate, but I also remember feeling this like after it used to be. I would train for like a month and I'd go do a 5K, a 3.1 mile walk. And the rest of the day, it felt like I could barely walk. Like I could barely lift up my legs. They hurt so bad. My lower back would be hurting. Like I'd be wrecked for days after a 5K. Now I go and just walk them in the morning. Like we just walked 2.5 miles this morning me and Amy walked 2.5 miles this morning. And Lily, her dog, her service dog, comes with us. So now that's not a problem, right? My body has adapted. I am much more fit than I was then, and it doesn't happen. But that's how I felt that first week. Like I could barely lift my legs up to walk anymore. Like my body was like, "You're done. You can't walk anymore. You're done." And I was like, "I can't be done. I still got to go get that bottle over there, and I got to put that weight on the thing." It's like I can't be done. So I was just taking a bunch of little steps, just doing the best that I could. But woo, now I'm fine. Now it's like I'm fine. Well, except for being sick the last couple of days. But like I said, last week and then today was great, even though it was a super early shift for me. Normally I work, like I said, like 2 to 10, 3 to 11. This morning I worked 8 to 4 so I could shadow. And I'm going to be moving into a mid shift position, but I was originally the weekend closer until she found out that I had my certification, and then she put me in this new position. Well, they've had 2 other weekend closers since then, and neither one of them have lasted yet. So one of them never started, and the other one was there for 2 days, and then I don't know what happened, but he's not there anymore. So I'm back to knots on the weekend, which is fine, because that's only till 9 p.m. It was that 11 o'clock shift that was really hard. Anyway, so I should be moving into my more mid shift and doing the backup fitness instructor. So super excited about that. And we can talk about weight loss updates, because I have not talked about that in the last month either, even though I said I'd do videos, and I have not. I have so much food to try. I have a drawer full of food to try. In fact, I went through it the other day to make sure nothing was expired or about to expire. We're still good for a couple of months. I don't think it'll take that long. It was just like, I mean, guys, it was like if I would get up at 6:30 to listen to Sherry and do a workout, I'd be up for 2 or 3 hours. I'd sleep for 2 or 3 hours and then go to work. That was pretty much my daily routine. Wake up, work out, eat, go to sleep, wake up, go to work, go to sleep, over and over and over again. Like, because my schedule was just all over the place and I needed more rest, but I still wanted to work out, and I love my boot camps, and I know I will be going earlier, and I don't want to revert to my night owl position. Anyway, so when I was at home, I was either resting or sleeping. That's all I was able to do for like 2 weeks. And then last week got a little bit better. And then this week I got a little bit sick. But now I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling really strong and confident in the position and my knowledge of, what I'm doing. And do I still know everything? No, not even close, I'm sure. Do I know enough to get along? Could I be left by myself? I think so. I think so, because if not, I'll just call you and ask you questions. That's what I told her the other day. She's like, not that I'm leaving you by yourself, but if something happened and you were ever by yourself, what is your confidence level? I was like, I feel very confident as long as I can call you or the assistant manager. She's like, okay, fair. That's fair. All right, I'm going to grab my phone. It's just right here. Hold on. So we can talk about weight loss, because I don't remember where we were. Also, I just weighed in for the first time this morning because I had forgot. I just kind of forgot that was a thing that I was doing, because I was just working, eating, sleeping, recovering from work. That's all I've been able to do. That's all I've been able to do. But we're better now. So, light up our face. I'm pulling up my app because I've been using my Renfro scale. I don't know how you say it. So when was the last time we talked? I was at 198.4, I think. 5.2. Was that the last live stream I did? That can't be right. I don't know. Anyway, I don't remember the last time we talked. When was the last time we talked? Anyway, what I will tell you is I know at some point my weight shot up to 200 again. See, it says 6:42 a.m., but it doesn't say the date. But oh, come on. Here's you can see. I had shot up to 200 pounds again. Was I surprised? No. Was I eating a lot? No, because I didn't have time to eat a lot, to be honest. But um, my body was in pain. There was so much inflammation. Like I already knew. I'm like, oh, we're gonna be heavy because I had dropped some weight. I know it was in the 198s. I don't remember exactly what date it was that I talked to y'all, but I feel like I was at 198.4 when I talked to y'all. Um, but then uh, I did shoot back up to 200. Surprising? No. My body hurt. But I've adapted and now I've dropped all that inflammation. Well, maybe not all of it, but this was this morning. I'm down. Whoops. Come on. You can do it. There we go. 194.2. So 5.8 pounds. 6.8 pounds overall because I was at 201 when I first said that I was going to start this. So it's been almost 2 months, month and a half. Wasn't it May 1st? I feel like that's the last time I talked to y'all. So I feel like it's been 6 or 7 weeks and I'm down 6 pounds. It's perfect. It's perfect. Proud of myself. Did it. I did the roller coaster of it. I did the, oh, you're doing good, you're dropping weight, you got sick, boop, and it popped back up, and then, oh, you're losing that weight again, and then poop, you got a flare, and then you're going down, and then poop, you get a job, and then now we're hopefully, it's still been overall going like this. It's just been taking this kind of ride, which is totally normal, and I'm not afraid of that. So I'm happy. I'm down 6 or 7 pounds in 6 or 7 weeks, which is exactly where I wanted to be. I said I was hoping to lose half a pound to a pound or two a week, and I knew I lost some up front, and that was going to be a lot of water and inflammation. And so now I think I'm kind of outside of just the regular water and inflammation buildup. Maybe I think I might lose more than a pound in the next week. I could be wrong, but because I was sick earlier this week and I do feel like I am still a little bit inflamed from all, like I said, I feel so much better, but I do not feel great. um, so it is what it is, right? I'm just happy to feel better after feeling like shite all week long. But so I have a feeling that I may drop more than a pound in the next week just because I feel like some of that is still overinflated, but I'm right on pace and track with what I want to do. Yeah, right. That's perfect. It's a pound a week. Great. Yep. It's wonderful. I'm real happy with it. I really am. With everything that I've had going on mentally and stress wise before the job started, that was another time where I forgot to add that one. Stress from job not starting yet and being in limbo on a bunch of things that not all of it have I shared with everybody, but and then consistency over time equals progress. Stay in a calorie deficit, let your body freak out every now and then. That's okay. Did I eat food that I shouldn't have that probably didn't help anything? Yep, we went to Golden Corral the other week. It was delicious. I'm so mad though. Okay, hold on. Let me back up for just a minute. I'm going to go on a food rant for just a moment. Because I told Mary last weekend, it was actually just this past weekend. I was like, you know what? I've been good for weeks, like almost a month. It feels like. I was like, I want all the carbs, Mary. Can we go? Can we go to Golden Corral? And she said, yep, let's go. I'm so, oh, she made it. She made it. She made it. Woo woo. Cheryl, you made it. I love you. I'm so glad that you're here. I'm sorry that it was kind of last minute and I didn't get to tell you sooner. I messaged everywhere I could think of to tell people. I put it on YouTube. I put it on the Discord. Anyway, we're happy you're here. I hope Chris is still here. Chris will be very happy to see you. He was asking about you earlier. And then there will be love bombing for you incoming shortly, I'm sure. Uh, I got so excited to see you. What was I talking about? Because I was getting worked up too. I remember getting worked up, and then you kind of burst my worked up bubble. Not that that's bad. That's a good thing. That's what you want your friends to do. What was I getting worked up? Oh, no, I almost said ponchos. Nope. Golden Corral. So, Golden Corral. I don't know if y'all know what Golden Corral is or if y'all have Golden Corral where you work. Because I always think everything is everywhere, but it's not. But it's a buffet place, and they have like all types of food. So, we always go for breakfast for their breakfast buffet. I have been to their lunch buffet in the past, but it's been years and years and years. I don't know what all they do for lunch, but normally what I get, they used to do corn muffins. They don't even do the corn muffins anymore. Also, why did they have cornbread for breakfast? I'm not sure, but did I get one every time? Yes, I did. I get a cinnamon roll. I get some of their blueberry pancakes, some of their French toast. If their bacon is not totally questionable, because sometimes, we just skip the bacon. I always skip the eggs because their eggs never look good. Their sausage sometimes, I mean, it's Golden Corral. If you know, you know. If you're willing to eat there, eat there. If you're wanting fine dining, don't even look at the place. Don't even think the name. It's not fine dining, but it is. It is edible food, and I love it. I love it. It's trash food. Let's just be honest. It's trash food. My favorite food item at Golden Corral is their tacos. And I was so excited the first time we went, like, I don't know, a year or two ago, first time we went there, but first time Mary and I, Natasha probably went, they had tacos for breakfast. I was so excited. I don't know if you've ever had a Golden Corral taco. They're disgusting. They're so oily. And just the grease, the taco shell never stays together because the grease is just too much for the taco shell. It just eats through the taco shell. It is soupy mess of grease. It's so good. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love my trashy tacos. So whenever I be having a bad week, I'll be like, can we go have trashy tacos? Which basically meant Golden Corral. They made their trashy tacos healthier. Like using just like regular ground beef, onions, peppers. What? I don't want just a taco. I want grease filled down my arm because the shell is broken, because it's eating through the shell. And they didn't have them. I so just it like almost makes me. I don't even need to go to Golden Corral anymore. But they have tamales. And their tamales were delicious. Tacos and tamales. Tacos, tamales, and fruit. Nachos. Those are my binge foods. I wouldn't say that I necessarily have BED, but if you give me those four foods, I will eat too much until I hurt. That's the truth. Just because I love it. So maybe we can still go because they have tamales. But really, I wanted the trashy tacos. That's why I go there. Anyway, it's good to make stuff healthier unless what you really wanted was the unhealthy version. And sometimes that's okay. Moderation. And you can make that choice. And it's a choice. It's an intentional choice to put the food into your mouth. Unless somebody else held you down and did it. Whatever you ate, that was your decision. Just be up to saying, I did it. I had those bag of chips. I had those pretzels. I had those, whatever it is. I had those trashy tacos. I wanted them and I had them. You can do that from time to time. And still overall be healthier every day as you go, right? But they don't have them no more, and we're all sad about it. That's my rant about trashy tacos. Mary says that's why you like to watch them cook the real eggs. Yeah, Mary, for the record, this is why we go to Golden Corral for me. Mary still stays on plan and has an omelet. And she'll get the bacon or sausage if it doesn't look questionable. They're disgusting. I know they are. They're disgusting and they taste so good. They're so good. It's just the right amount of soft and crunchy and just they're so good. They're disgusting. They are gross. There's grease everywhere. I'm probably filthy by the time I'm done. I don't know. I don't have to watch me eat them. I can't imagine how gross watching me try to eat the thing falling apart as I put it to my mouth could be. And I don't care if they had them, I'd still get them. Like, I didn't even get their healthy tacos. I was just done with them. I was like, I'm not doing it. I tried them the last time and they just weren't any good. They weren't even good taco. Not that anything there is especially good. I don't know. But like I don't want those. They were so bland. I don't want peppers. I don't want onions. I don't want tomatoes. What is all this you're putting in my meat? Vegetables? For what? It's a taco. I don't know. I know. Look, I realize a lot of y'all like a supreme taco. Better than Jack in the Box? Ooh. You know what? Yeah. Them trashy tacos from Golden Corral. If you said you want Jack in the Box tacos or Golden Corral tacos, Golden Corral trashy tacos, they're the best. They're the best. They're even better than Ponchos. Ponchos used to be my favorite. Anytime we would go out to eat, which is normally if I got good grades. Well, like that was one of the reasons we would go out to eat was like if we got good grades, we got to pick where we went out to eat. And my mom will tell you every time. Did I ever pick a place that wasn't Ponchos? I can't imagine. Maybe I did, but I don't remember it. I only remember Ponchos. Even better than Ponchos tacos. Now, I would pick Jack in the Box over Ponchos too. Golden Corral, if you need a level of taco, of nasty taco experience that will just make your pal Misty happy, Golden Corral, Jack in the Box, Ponchos. Now, where can you get a good taco? I don't actually know. I don't like those. I don't eat those. Evidently Golden Corral now. I don't know if all of the Golden Corral stopped the trashy tacos. I hope not, but I have a feeling they're a big chain. So if one of them changed it, probably it's just this thing that they're doing, like I said, to try to be healthier, which I support and appreciate, but I will not be eating those tacos. I will be eating the tamales instead. Yeah, sometimes you get a cinnamon roll. Sometimes you get a cinnamon roll, or sometimes you'll get a French toast. Because I will say, again, you have to realize the scale that we're rating is Golden Corral. But their French toast is really good. It is some of the best French toast that I've had. I'm sure it is like boxed, generic. It's delicious. It's really good too. I get their French toast every time I go. No, Jack in the Box is not the best. Jack in the Box, my mama likes Jack in the Box tacos too. Jack in the Box is good. If you don't have a Jack in the Box, they also sell them at Burger King, which most people do not realize that Burger King has tacos. I don't know if they all have them, but a lot of them do. But if you don't have a Jack in the Box near you, to explain to you what a Jack in the Box taco is, it is basically a corn tortilla with meat flavored mush. It's not ground beef. It is mush, cheese, and then if you want the lettuce, you can get the lettuce. Don't get the lettuce, and I'll tell you why. Because if you don't get the lettuce, they then take that meat and cheese goop inside of this corn tortilla and they deep fry it. And when they deep fry it, it seals the outside. So you get this crispy corn tortilla on the outside. And then as you eat into the middle, you get this spicy meat goo. It's so good. It's so good. It's not better than a trashy taco, but it is so good. I eat all of the outside first, and I save the meat mush in the middle for separate later, like at the end. Like I'll eat if I get 4 tacos, I'll eat the tops of 4 of them first so that I can enjoy just the meat mush portion in the middle. Now, if you want to get lettuce on yours, you can, but then it doesn't seal. It's just a crispy taco, which I'm sure is still fine. I've had them that way before because they forget and put the lettuce in it, or maybe I forgot to ask or something. Anyway, so if you don't know what Jack in the Box tacos are in comparison, they're basically a deep fried taco, and they're delicious. I know. I used to love when they were two for $1. Okay, let's see. Okay. Oh, y'all just talking back and forth. Tia said her in-laws go to Golden Corral every week. You'll get treated to dinner at least once. Let me know if they have the trashy tacos that are like meat goop, or if they have, if they have the new fancy healthy with peppers and onions. She says we have Jack in the Box here in Denver, but you yet to partake. We didn't have them back east. I know. I'm saying, okay, so Tia, so there is nothing about Jack in the Box that's going to be good for your gut or for your health, or but you need to get tacos. You need to get their egg rolls. Why Jack in the Box egg rolls are better than pretty much any Chinese food place I have ever had an egg roll from, I still don't understand. Like, I don't know where they're getting these stuff. If you like curly fries, I don't. I have been assured Jack in the Box is top of the list. Their regular fries are whatever. They're okay. They're not great. Blah, blah, blah. It doesn't really matter. Um, it's really their sides, their jalapeno poppers. Get any side item and then just pick one of the burgers. All the burgers are good. They all taste the same. It's not flame broiled. It's like a McDonald's type of burger, not a Burger King type of burger. Mary says Sonic used to have tacos, but you don't think they do anymore. I don't know if I knew that or not. You used to get it with no lettuce, yeah. I know you didn't say you were going there, Tia, but I'm telling you, when you do, because you'll end up at Jack in the Box one day, be like, get them 2 tacos. People hate the tacos. It's one of those items. There are some things that like people are like love it, hate it. Some people are kind of in the middle. I feel like there are certain things that just there are very strict. You either love the Jack in the Box taco or you will not touch it and think it is absolutely disgusting. I'm over here. I'm not. I love it. I think it's great. I don't have good taste in food, by the way, if y'all have not figured that out yet. Good taste, like if you made me eat something from like a Michelin star diner, I'm pretty sure I would not enjoy it. I don't want to do that. Oh, yeah, Chris. Chris said he didn't think they were around anywhere. He used to go as a kid. I don't know. Maybe they're not in your area, but they are all over Texas. They're just all over the place. And they used to do 2 for $1 tacos. I got so many 2 for $1 tacos in college. 2 for $1 tacos and $1 for a dozen hush puppies from Long John Silver. Again, love it or hate it. Love it. Love Long John Silver. I haven't eaten there in, I don't even know, a long time. But I know they're still around because there's one on one of the places we go to walk pretty often by me. I see the Long John Silver. So I know it's still a thing. All right, well, we did it. We talked almost an hour. We'll start winding down. Give myself 6 minutes to do that, so I don't keep you more than the hour on my first one back. But it's good to be back. I hope to be able to do weekly live streams going forward. I think I will be off every Thursday. I am not certain of the other day yet, and sometimes it may be alternating, like this time, like I'm off Thursday and Saturday. That may happen occasionally. Actually, you know what? I got my schedule for next week. Let me see if I can do next Thursday. I think so. I think I'm off Wednesday and Thursday next week. I've been off Thursday and Friday for the last 3 weeks, and then this week I'm off Thursday and Saturday, and next week I'm off Wednesday and Thursday, I think. Let me verify that. Uh, yeah. Yes. Okay. So I believe I should be able to do Thursday nights at 5. Wait, what is this? Yeah. For this week or for next week. We may have to play it on a week by week basis. But if you're interested in catching me live, if you did not catch me live tonight, first, thanks for coming to the replay and thanks for making it to the end. Or thanks for jumping to the end to see what I recapped. But we will shoot for next Thursday. What date is that? The 26th, 27th, the 26th. So we will shoot for June the 26th at 5 p.m. Sherry says those tacos saved you from starvation many days. I'm telling you, girl, I loved them too. People said they made a horse meat. That's fine. I did not care at all. I did not care at all. I would eat whatever it's made out of. I don't care. Give me some tacos. Mama says bye, everybody. So yeah, so quick recap. I got a job. I love it. It's amazing. I'm doing really well and am evidently very personable. My body has finally adapted. All right, Gina, it's good to see you, girl. Next week, Thursday, 5 p.m. Central. I'd love to see it in the chat. Oh, dang, another one where I got so excited you joined. You're always right on time, Gina, but I'd like to see you I was going to say in person, but I'd like to see you in the chat. I was saying bye. That's what I was doing. I was saying bye. Sorry, Gina. I was saying bye. I was saying I got a job. I loved it. I'm really good at all the things that I know, and I don't know what I don't know. Then it's probably a whole lot. So, but nobody calls me. Well, they do text sometimes because we have a group chat that we have, but that's understandable and not offensive to me. They're not asking me questions. They're not yelling at me about stuff. They're not telling me what they can't do. They just telling the boss. It's not me. It's great. Love it. Anyway, so love that. And then we are down 6 pounds, 6, 7, almost 7 pounds from when we started. So we're averaging about a pound a week, which is exactly what we wanted. So health. I mean, I've been a little bit sick. Like I said, I'm still not great, but I feel so much better. I don't even care that I don't feel great. But overall, health and wellness is going well. Physical activity is going well and should be able to pick up and get more into a natural routine once we get a firm person in place to do those night shifts and I can take my mid shifts on. So, I'm not going to promise that I'm going to do any videos just because I'm having so much fun right now. And videos are fun too, but I have other things that I'm working. Like I got to do my CPR certification tomorrow. Boo! But it's got to be done. It's about to expire. So stuff like that. Like I'm doing other things, but I don't want to promise that I will pull anything out of that snack drawer and do a video. But maybe I will. But I do promise that I will try to be here, barring any unforeseen circumstances, next Thursday, 5 p.m. Central. I'd love it if you could join me or catch it on the replay. So like this video if you like it, dislike it if you didn't, subscribe if you know how, and comment down below. Have you ever gone from a job where you sat for 10 hours to a job where you stood for 8 hours? How long did it take until you felt really comfortable with it? Because my body still hurts a little bit. But I feel great. I'm fine. It's just I would like no pain. That's the gold standard that I'm looking for. Maybe even work out or walk in the morning like today. Full shift. No pain. How long? I'm almost there, actually. I think if I wasn't sick, I might be there this week. But until next time, I'll see you real soon. I love y'all. Thanks for being here. Sorry I waited for so long, but I needed me time to get adjusted. I know y'all understand. Bye. Oh, look, you forgot how to end your live stream. You have to hit it twice.